This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Water heater gone? Call Bryant. The price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. And in most cases, same-day replacement. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at doorsplusllc.com or give them a call at 402-590-5800.
Hey guys, Austin Norman here. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday, February 14th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Complex for weigh-ins for Saturday's The Heart of the Lion boxing event. Weigh-ins are at 6 p.m. and the public is welcome to be there. That's Friday the 14th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Complex at 1555 Yolanda Avenue, just off Cornhusker Highway.
February is American Heart Month, the perfect time to focus on your health. Even a small change can make a big impact on your heart health. Try adding a vegetable to your dinner or a no-salt seasoning. Looking for support in making these small changes? Join a healthy living program to learn about healthy lifestyle changes with a supportive and encouraging group. Search Chronic Disease Nebraska for more information. Paid for by Nebraska DHHS, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershan Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershan Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown.
Husker Hall of Famer Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Friday, TGL is what? Friday. Come on, y'all get in here. Y'all get in the building. We got so much stuff to talk about.
Yes, Women's Friday, and also Good Sense Friday.
Valentine's Day.
Jeez, this guy right here. Scott Frost Friday. That's what I want. Scott Frost Friday. I can say whatever I want about Scott Frost, and nobody better not say anything about me, because Scott Frost has no filter of what he wants to say as well.
That's a good person.
Just saying, he has no filter. Now, you want to open up with basketball, that's fine. When I talk, it's Scott Frost. What do you want to hear about Scott Frost? Because, see,
all right,
I was listening to Adam Carricker.
All right, let's go to Scott Frost first. Scott Frost. Yeah, Scott Frost.
Play it.
All right, here's Scott Frost.
Play it.
At his UCF press conference.
Yeah, Terry's been great. I'm so grateful to have an AD that's on my side and working alongside me. When you're in the other situation, it's really difficult, and it's really debilitating, to be honest with you, when you feel like you're working and you don't have somebody right there alongside with you. Terry and I are on the same page. He's trying to give us everything that he can to be successful, and it's a good partnership, and I'm grateful to him.
Jeez. Who's he referring to? Who's he talking about? Just play the first part again. Who's he talking about? Play his first part one more time.
Yeah, Terry's been great.
Stop it. Who is Terry?
That's
The
athletic.
AD at Central Florida.
Perfect. Play it.
I'm so grateful to have an AD that's on my side
Pause
and
it.
working alongside me.
Holy moly. I'm so grateful to have an AD on my side. I'm just wondering where the blame is being cast to. Is he talking about Trevor or is he talking about Bill Moose? I'm just wondering who he's talking about because I don't think he's talking about Bill Moose, who gave him raises, who gave him everything he ever wanted. When it comes to being a football coach, Scott Frost could do whatever he wanted to. He was the GM and head coach. Now, it's not enough that you got another job. You got another job. But then you take a shot. You just couldn't leave well alone. You take a shot at Trev Alberts, who's at Texas A&M, who we really don't care about. But the real shot was not on Trev Alberts. The real shot was on Nebraska football. That's who it was on. Because a guy who took the job when you were 10-22, 10-20, when Trev took the job, and you ended your tenure 15-29. Oh, don't talk about that. But if you really want to dive into Scott Frost and the mind of Scott Frost, go listen to the entire press conference. And I know we don't have it all loaded, do we? Okay. Maybe we'll bring that to you tomorrow. Oh, it's Saturday. I'm just simply saying, am I the only one that's thinking this way? Like, what is he thinking about doing this? Why do this now?
Well, Scott Frost can only blame himself. And the reason I say that because he didn't win on the field. Certain things he did off the field that wasn't Nebraska wise or safely to do. But at the same time, but if you're gonna go blame somebody,
this same athletic director who you might be referring to could have fired you after the Oklahoma game. But instead, he chose to keep you on or to fire you before the Oklahoma game. This is what makes this all crazy. Before the Oklahoma game, he fires you when you're due more money to just stay one more game. That's the guy you talking about? Because I thought from the way I look, y'all in it together.
Well, and the way I thought about it too was that, like I've been saying for a long time, I'll never stand down from the fact that I don't think Scott Frost deserved a fifth year. I think they should have moved on after the fourth. But I think, and in saying that, you would think, okay, well then he gave a lifeline to Scott Frost, but that could be very well where Scott Frost got upset because you remember, going into year 5, they basically stripped Scott Frost of what his plan A was, right? He had to go to Mark Whipple, fire all his friends or guys that he brought on.
Sounds very familiar. Very familiar.
Right. And so you had to go to this kind of plan B, and maybe Scott Frost wasn't so much in charge of that plan B as Trev Alberts was. Because, Scott Frost again made his name by being a play caller, and then by bringing in Mark Whipple, they kind of took that away, tried to make him a CEO, and that lasted all of a few games.
Yeah, I don't know. The thing with Scott Frost is that he didn't provide anything for us on the field. We expected more out of Scott, and Trev did too, and that's why he got that extra fifth year because he probably was an Osborne guy, and he's a Nebraska kid, and Trev is almost a Nebraska kid, even though he's from Iowa, but he's an icon here.
Yeah,
he was, but
Scott's a chump. He's a chump to me for that one.
Well,
he's a chump for me for that one because it wasn't enough that you got another opportunity and now you're able to go give other guys who've never been a coach opportunities to go coach football. You right back in the driver's seat. You're in the Big 12, which I think he'll be successful offensively. Defensively, it's gonna really parallel. Again, go listen to the press conference because he talks about his defensive coordinator kind of falling on the same type of sword he fell on, if he fell on one.
Well, we can't. I mean, we got to at least give the man a chance. I mean,
give him a chance for what?
Scott Frost took a beat. I mean, he cost it. I mean, no,
you want to pamper this guy?
No, he.
I didn't open up Scott Frost so you can start pampering him. I promise you, he's not getting pampered on this show.
I'm not here.
Ever again will Scott Frost in his era get pampered on the captain's show after what he said on that press conference. He don't give two you-know-what about Nebraska and Nebraska football, period.
Trev average neither, so why are we going to sit here and praise him, though?
You've never heard Trev say a word about Nebraska football since he's left.
He's not talking about Nebraska football. He's talking about the ADs. Trev was the AD.
He's talking about
Trev left us for A&M, so why are we riding the Trev wave now?
He's talking about Nebraska football.
Everybody deserves the same.
If you really want to go listen to it, when he goes bad on the kids, he calls them the kids. When he goes bad on the kids, he says, I'm glad to be back home in the middle of Florida where the kids want to play football. He said that, not me. I kind of, what do you call that, preface, or I didn't say it exactly how he said it. But again, go to the press conference and listen to it for yourself. He threw the boys under the bus as basically saying that they didn't want to play hard for him.
Florida kids are different.
Man, get out of here, man.
They're different.
Listen, real coaches, they players want to play for coaches that push them, that they know love them, and that want to see them be successful. That's who they play for. Scott Frost got 5 players to play for him. You can about name them. Who? And the rest were already playing for Nebraska. Do you think Adrian Martinez was playing for himself or Scott Frost?
Himself. No, Scott Frost.
I would have believed it would be Scott Frost, because when you have a quarterback that breaks every record, yet you're a loser, and you still brag about breaking the passing records and all that, but you're a loser, it makes no sense to me. You're a loser.
It
don't make sense. So I'm just simply saying Scott Frost does not get any more leeway from the captain or the show. He doesn't. With what he said, he smacked the whole state all in one press conference. Trev, whoever's new, he's smacking everybody. Players. Here, Terrell, you want one?
Yeah, but we all know this, Bach. We all knew what? We all knew when Trev got here, that probably was the spell of the end for Scott Frost.
How? He got a raise. What are you talking about?
He was here 1 year. When Trev got here, how long you stay here? 1 year? 6 months? What?
Year and a half.
Yeah. Year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Gave him a chance.
2 seasons, basically.
Gave him a chance.
Typically not a good indication, not a good sign when the AD that hires you is no longer there, right? Usually that's, so I get what you're saying. But at the same time, he did say we're going to give him a 5th year because he's a brother, and I'm paraphrasing, but he did say it's because he's a brother, a Husker brother.
Right.
So
he's a Husker brother. He is definitely a Husker brother, and they were Husker brothers together because they are 2 peas in the same boat. Okay? They both jumped ship the first time that they could. One jumped ship with big money. The other one jumped ship for big money. Either way, they jumped ship.
No, Scott Frost got fired.
No, Scott Frost got a raise, and then he got fired.
What?
And he could have got fired a game later and got half the money.
What's your favorite
You
tune?
can't get mad at Trev. You can't get mad. Scott can't get mad at Trev. He put $7 extra million in your pocket.
Once a Husker, always a Husker.
That's a lie.
Yes, it is.
That's a lie.
No, it's not.
Scott's not welcome here.
Whatever. He's born here.
So you telling me in 2 years when we have the 30th year 1997 reunion that Scott Frost is welcome to come back and walk on this football field? Or you got to
why he's not welcome? You don't make the rules up here.
I ain't gotta make the rules. I'm just speaking for myself.
You trying to act like you're on
not
the board
welcome
of
to
Regents
me.
or something.
What do you mean?
You just telling
The
people
Board of Regents ain't got no
they can't
juice to
come
tell
back
Scott
here.
Frost nothing.
You
I
think
can't tell
Scott
Scott he
Frost?
can't
Yeah,
come back.
I hope he
bet
do come
don't.
back.
I bet he don't.
I wish he would.
I bet he don't.
I know he's not, but I wish he would.
That's what I thought. I bet he doesn't. With what he said in the press conference,
without Scott
there's no
Frost,
way he comes
without
back here.
Scott Frost, there's no 97 team.
Bullcorn.
Never.
You got to be crazy.
Who was going to lead y'all?
Frankie London.
Oh,
what are you
man,
talking
come
about?
on.
In 1996,
No.
hold up a second. You wasn't there, so you wouldn't know.
I wasn't wearing 96.
Let me speak.
I wasn't wearing 96.
Can I finish? In 1996, Scott Frost struggled.
Yeah.
At home, I believe it was against Colorado State. And Frankie London came into the game and drove us down the field and we scored. Now,
what the score with that game
Osborne,
was?
This was in the first quarter.
Yeah. What the score with that game?
Been right. What you mean? What was the score?
56-7.
It don't matter. That wasn't the score in the first quarter.
All right.
Not when Scott was struggling throwing interceptions.
You might be mad at Scott Frost, the coach, but I mean, you got to give Scott Frost, the player, the credit.
I
for
ain't
what he
giving
did
Scott Frost nothing.
Well,
all right. Well, thank you. How about that? I told you the credit I give Scott now is I give him credit for going to Stanford, because him going to Stanford opened the door for the old captain, the old Busty Bus, to make it at the University of Nebraska.
Now, if he would have took that scholarship,
then I've been at Iowa.
Yeah, you'd be on Iowa radio, raising hell. Huh?
If it was $1 million, we'd both be rich, but it's not. So we can't go back 30 years and say what could have been, what would have been, what should have been. I'm talking about today. Today. Hopefully, Scott. See, if I was Scott, I would have flew under the radar and not said anything and let my players and what I do on the field do the talking. Period. Wouldn't that be nice to play them? No?
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Wouldn't that be a fun game? I mean, that would be, to me, that would just be a awesome game to bring Scott back here to see what he can do against Coach Rule. So, his replacement. What?
What happened if they win? Then what you gonna say?
That'd be exciting, but sure don't want to lose that game if you're Rule, right? Yeah.
You actually, are you guys going to see? You guys going to stop disrespecting Nebraska and Coach Rule right now?
We're not.
Yeah, you are. You're not going to tell me that if we played them 10 out of 10 times, we would beat the brakes off of them.
Are you talking about the same team that just lost to a below 500 UCLA?
No. See, there you go, Bob. I'm talking about the same team that just won a bowl game for the first time in how many ever years. That's what I'm talking. I'm talking about the team that's number 2, 3, or 4 in the recruiting portal this year. That's what I'm talking about. The potential, right? You telling me that you would take you would take this team over Nebraska?
UCF was 4-8 last year, so not
you
necessarily.
You would take that team over Nebraska right now?
No.
Would you?
I would say Nebraska would win 10 out of 10 times.
Please.
Probably 5 out of probably
10 out of 10 times Nebraska will
probably
beat that
out of 10 times, probably 6 and 4.
I bet they'll never play us. And here's another. They'll be successful on offense. But I think where you're in the Big 12, there's, to me, tell me the best team in the Big 12.
Arizona State won it last year.
Okay, and they lost their best player.
Mm-hmm.
So coming back, who's the best team?
Arizona State.
It's still open. I mean, Arizona State, Iowa State, Kansas State, Colorado.
It's wide open.
Utah. There's plenty of teams up there for it.
And I think Scott is a good offensive mind. I'm never going to take that from him. But to double down, to get another job, go back to where he started, which I don't think he should have left anyway. I don't think he was ready for the Nebraska job. Now, hindsight's 2020. Then I've said yes. But here at the University of Nebraska, if you do not embrace the old school, that is not just our era we came from. That's the 70s. That's the 80s. Shoot, that's even the late 60s. You got to embrace it. You got to know who you are to know where you're going. You got to know what you're a part of. You cannot go into Nebraska football. It's such a blue blood program. You can't go into Nebraska football and not know what you're getting into. You're never going to win that way. Never going to win that way. But okay, I'm off my soapbox. It's cool. I'm going to get to the text too. Next segment.
Go ahead and get to the Texans now.
Why?
Because we just don't want to jump into another thing and go to break in a minute.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. Anything else, sir?
I'm just saying, I don't, the Scott, I'm way behind Scott Frost. That is way in the past to me. I'm living in the future. I mean, I'm glad he got another job. I'm glad he went off the grid for 2 years. He probably, we don't know what he did for those 2 years, but, you got to give everybody in life a chance. I'm not just going to be that person to say, oh, the hell with Scott Frost. No, he was a teammate of mine. Do I like him? How you say it? Scott. I didn't play with Scott.
I was just kidding. You didn't even talk to Scott.
I did talk to him.
Yeah,
I beat him up for a year.
Exactly.
I was part of the beat up team.
You're exactly right. I saved him from you guys.
No, not really. We really demolished him. But
I told some guys to take it easy on him. Because he wouldn't have lasted.
I don't know, man. It's just
please. I remember the conversations I used to have with Scott on him feeling like all of the guys, not just all of the guys, not just some, all of the guys, and the guys that looked like him hated him. And it wasn't that they hated him. I think it was that they had to break him back in.
I don't know.
Y'all broke him in.
Do you hate Scott Frost?
Not at all. I don't hate anyone. I don't hate anyone.
But it's something.
But I gotta
it's something
call,
burning deep inside of you about Scott Frost.
Well, it's not burning deep inside of me about Scott Frost. I was happy that he went back to where I thought he should have stayed in the beginning. Just because he was on the cusp. I thought if you go undefeated, you're on the cusp of something. No?
But every job isn't for everybody. You know, we thought that Scott was that guy. We all thought that because he was under Coach Osborne. You know, that's one reason he got that job, because of Coach Osborne. But at the same time, every situation ain't the best situation. We seen that with so many college football coaches. Coach at Miami, where he was at first, Oregon.
Yeah, Mario Cristobal.
Didn't do nothing at Oregon to me. Dan Lanning goes into Oregon and makes it what? A powerhouse again. Who else? Let's see. Give me another example, Bob.
Well, I mean, you've had, coaches fail at the NFL level, Nick Saban or Pete Carroll's, and come around. So I mean, it's not
Sam Pittman.
Every situation.
He's been hanging on to his job for what? Last 5 years? Last 3
couple
years?
Years for sure, yeah.
Offensive, not even a coordinator in college, but at the same time, he was an offensive line coach. Get the head job at Arkansas. Been on the hot seat for how many years? 3 years.
Couple years, yeah.
Yeah, but he's maintained.
Okay. I'm off the Scott Frost soapbox, but yeah.
Bones off the text line says, you all know today is a day of love. I think the captain and the black shirt need to give each other a nice big Valentine's Day hug.
That's a lie.
We only hug during game week.
That's a lie.
Yeah, after a game. There's no football.
Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Happy Valentine's Day.
I don't tell men Happy Valentine's Day. All right?
I didn't tell men that.
I'm just saying.
Everybody out there that's worried about Valentine's Day, obviously the text line is worried about it. They want us to hug because it's love day.
No.
Exactly. Ain't no love here.
Yeah. High five.
No love. That's about as good as it gonna get.
There you go, Bones.
Yeah. There you go, Bones.
All right, 93.7 The Ticket, the fastest 2 hours on radio. It is the Captain Show, 1040 O Street. We'll be right back. 93.7 The Ticket.
Dave from Reno, put the money up. Make it happen, Captain. Holla at your boy.
Hog Wild has a delicious way for you to enjoy beef brisket. It's our open-faced hot beef sandwich. We start with our grilled Texas toast. Add a scoop of creamy mashed potatoes. Load them up with some tender Hog Wild beef brisket and top it off with our tasty brown gravy. It's absolutely delicious. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
February is American Heart Month, the perfect time to focus on your health. Even a small change can make a big impact on your heart health. Try adding a vegetable to your dinner or a no-salt seasoning. Looking for support in making these small changes? Join a healthy living program to learn about healthy lifestyle changes with a supportive and encouraging group. Search Chronic Disease Nebraska for more information. Paid for by Nebraska DHHS, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at doorsplusllc.com or give them a call at 402-590-5800.
Early break.
Joe says, Kevin says, the old days were absolutely not better times. Lots of hardships. Life in 2025 is better than ever.
Oh, I love when we get these jokes back. I love
Good
when
joke,
I love the joke. You're a good one.
Good one, Kevin.
You're hilarious, Kevin. You keep it up.
Early break from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Load up on meat and more this winter at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's special through February 18th is 15% off chocolates, 15% off wines and spirits, and $10 off filet mignon per pound. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town. Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Bryant at 402-467-1111 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-467-1111. Hey guys, Austin Norman here. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday, February 14th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Complex for weigh-ins for Saturday's The Heart of the Lion boxing event. Weigh-ins are at 6 p.m. and the public is welcome to be there. That's Friday the 14th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Complex at 1555 Yolanda Avenue, just off Cornhusker Highway.
Right now, when you drive by Honda of Lincoln, you'll see more than 200 new Hondas and over 125 pre-owned vehicles. Hi, Charlie Stone here, and with me on the line is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, how does it feel to have so many vehicles in stock again for your customers?
Charlie, it feels amazing to see how excited our customers are. They love the ability to see, test drive, and take immediate delivery of the exact new Honda they're looking for.
Do you have some good offers to talk about?
We sure do, Charlie. We're offering financing as low as 0.9% APR up to 72 months, or great lease rates on every new Honda. It's the perfect time to drive away in the new Honda you've been dreaming of.
How about pre-owned, Andy?
We have over 125 pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Just about every make and model with prices starting at under $10,000.
Maybe it's time you experience the best, the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Back with Vershan Jackson. Powered by Bauer. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Saying, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying he don't deserve a second chance to coach. That's not what I said. What I said is the press conference. And until you go listen to the press conference, let's go for everybody. Until you listen to the entire press conference, not a piece of it. Listen to the entire press conference, and then we'll talk about it. I don't care. That's the problem. We're around here like a bunch of soft batch cookies. That's the problem. That's why we don't win here in Nebraska. Oh, we have turn the other cheek type of people, right? I ain't said nothing about his second chance to coach football. I'm happy for Scott coaching, but don't say nothing about Nebraska. And then don't try to come at me like, you mad because I said something to him. I'll keep saying it. That's why I'm on here. I don't think it's right now. Come on now. I'm not saying Scott don't deserve a second chance now. I mean, everybody does. Third and fourth and fifth. Look at you. Look at me. I done had you know how many times? But do you understand how many times Coach Osborne? I said he wasn't welcome to me. That's to me. I'm a captain of that team.
Quarterback is like a captain.
He ain't the captain. I was a captain. He didn't go out with the captain. I was a captain. He wasn't. So I said what I said. And and maybe I am a little bit more emotional because when it ain't even emotion, a little bit more fiery, because when I hear you talking about the kids, the very kids that you recruited, and say that the kids that you recruited wouldn't play for you, they wouldn't play hard for you, that's when I have to step in.
Well, he was part of the problem. When you allow the kids to do what they did, dancing on the sidelines.
I agree.
Never focus, playing loud music at practice. That's product of your environment.
Stop
that
for a second.
He caused.
Stop for a second.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because we was not trained to play no rap music at practice.
Yeah. He
come on.
He led to his own demise, but at the same time, he's still one of the guys I went to war with. So I can't really sit there and say
yada 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 yada. I would never go to war with Scott Frost again. That's me.
Oh, yeah, that's
I would never go. I wouldn't go to war, and I'll never cheer for whatever team he's coaching for now. I would not do it.
Central Florida.
I want him to get beat up every game, every week.
You're not
every week.
You're not cheering for Central Florida anymore.
Never. I did when he was a coach before. I cheered for him. What are you talking about? But when you come and you disrespect the office of a Nebraska football player, hold up a second. Don't act like Scott Frost was not a player. Don't act like Scott Frost didn't get his ass kicked by y'all for an entire year. One whole year, he got destroyed. No other quarterback in my tenure ever got beat up like Scott Frost, like y'all beat Scott Frost up. Period. So Scott Frost knew the physicality that it took to play at Nebraska. Scott Frost knew what it took and how we practiced football at Nebraska. Scott Frost knew that this wasn't a fun and gun type of situation here in the state of Nebraska. So why are we giving him a pass? Where's the pass come from? Where's the
pass?
people feeling
what pass? He's the worst coach that ever coached Nebraska football. Well, I'm not giving him a pass.
Then all
I just don't care about him. That's it.
You don't care.
I don't care about Scott Frost. I wouldn't even care to hear his name, but he's the worst coach in Husker history.
Hey, I hear what you're saying, but this is newsworthy.
Now, to be fair, he didn't specifically say anything Nebraska. It was just insinuating.
He said his last where he was at before. Where else was he at? Before he was break where he's at now.
I'm saying he didn't specifically say
he
Trev
don't have
Albert.
to specifically say
he didn't
anything.
say he had a bad relationship with an AD. He just said
he said what?
He said it can be difficult
if you don't have the support.
Yeah.
Of who?
Your athletic director.
All right. Well, I don't know if he said athletic director. I thought he said he didn't have the support. Now, who was he talking about? He was referring to the athletic director, but I'm saying again, go watch it for yourself. I'm good. Let me read some of these. Just some, not all. Just some of you guys. 5 years, Scott. You had 5 years. 5 years to turn the program around and show progress. It's nobody's fault but your own. That's all. I'm saying leave us alone. Leave us out the equation. I don't want to hear Adam Carricker because I listen to Adam Carricker. So when Adam Carricker is telling me something that Scott Frost is saying in a press conference that has nothing to do with us. See, I'm going to be more loyal to Nebraska football from here on out.
Seems like you're being more loyal to Trev Alberts because that's who he's talking about.
Excuse me, sir, but both I just told you at the beginning of this, if you're not listening, just open them up. They're in the same boat together. They're in the same boat. Do you get that? Together. They pulled the same move together. However you caught the cheese, we don't know what was going on behind closed doors. All I'm saying is at the point that Scott gets another opportunity like you're saying, now it's just time to go to work. Not keep on saying the same rhetoric that we heard around here for 5 years. And that's the case. They got to hear it. That's fine. But I do hope, if you're listening, Coach Dannon, we need to get them on the schedule. I'm for real.
That sounds like an awful idea.
Why?
Take off that holy Methodist, whatever.
Why do you think that's a bad idea, Bob? Tell me.
Well, you generally don't want to do that against any former coach because if the former coach wins, it looks pretty rough on you.
Well, let me just say again. See, that's the mentality of a mediocre way of thinking. Here's why. I want to beat the best. I want to play the best. I want somebody that's going to challenge me.
I don't think
Not
Central
Holy
Florida
Trinity. Holy Trinity is going to challenge us?
No.
Okay. So I want some challenges. Central Florida, we're not saying that that's a big challenge. So you saying that it's worse if they beat us, huh?
It wouldn't look great, no.
You really think Central Florida has a chance to beat us?
I absolutely do.
Really? I'm Terrell?
I like what Thunder Collins say right here.
No. Do you think they got a chance before you read Thunder Not Collins? Do you think they got a chance to beat us?
I mean, anybody is beatable on any given day.
Wow.
Anybody can lose. You see what happened to Notre Dame against Northern Illinois, and they end up playing in the national championship game.
You're going one-offs. You're going one-offs. It's the same team. Yeah, they lost to Northern Illinois, but they made it to the college football playoffs.
Okay, then, so they can
Stop
get
talking
beat
about them
any day.
Nah, we're not talking about. Most of the times they're not going to lose that game. Just like they didn't lose the rest of their games. But
we're talking about.
I want to play the best. You don't know who you are until you play the best. You can't play weak teams and all of a sudden play a good team, get blown out, then be like, "Oh, we're good, 12-1." You played all weak teams.
It's the same thing like us playing Ohio State. Now, Ohio State won't remember that game. They won't.
Why would they?
Y'all will because we almost beat them.
Nah, I won't.
They will. Everybody else will.
I don't know why. You can't almost beat
but
Ohio State lost.
Won't worry about that game. Oh, that was okay.
I think it'd be better if you said, "What about the Oregon game?" Would they be worried about that game? Because that was the game they lost. They didn't lose to us.
Well, they came back and they came back for the second round too, and TK'd them.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying we got to have more pride for our guys. We got to call them higher. We got to think higher. We can't think 8-4 successful. We can't think 7-5. Oh, great! We're going to the bowl game again. Back-to-back years. Good job. You mean to tell me that's what we thinking around here?
Well, you're guaranteeing victories over the Golden Knights. That's what I'm saying. If you're 7-6, I don't think you're necessarily automatically going to beat UCF.
Who said something about I am? UCF was 4-8, and they got a new coach, and they lost a lot of studs off that football team. Did y'all watch? Y'all see the players that left there? A lot of their veteran players left. That's what Scott Frost was talking about during the press conference. That he had to scramble since he's become the coach. He had to scramble just to figure out the recruiting office.
I'm saying I don't think that Matt Rule has done enough at Nebraska as of yet to really guarantee a victory over maybe about anybody except for Houston Christian, as we keep bringing up.
Are you kidding me right now? Or if they're not thinking that they can beat Cincinnati and beat all the teams all the way up into Michigan, that's a problem. That's a mentality.
I'm not
problem.
saying they. I'm saying me as an outsider.
Well, I beg to differ. I think with the changes that Coach Rule has done in season and then out of season, for me, last year when we looked at the transfer portal, were we as excited as we are this year?
Do we have more studs in last year's transfer portal class or this one?
They might not have been ranked as high, but we were still excited about some of the guys.
Yeah, because most of these guys
What guy were you excited about?
Nair,
Banks and Nair, the biggest examples.
Dowdell.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys, we got to
Dowdell.
Yeah.
How many yards did he have at Oregon?
It doesn't matter. It came from a program. When you get a kid from Oregon, he's not a 2-star or 1-star.
How many yards did the current running back that got in the portal?
Matters.
Not one, because they didn't get a running back in the portal.
Listen, here's what I'm saying. Yeah, because they felt like what we got is good enough.
I'm more happier about last year's because this year portal class got some question marks on it. Question marks on it because it's just said you don't have so many starters on the defense that you went and got out the portal. Those are not day one starters. Those are guys who need work.
Who? The guys who went got this year?
The defensive end need work.
You out your mind.
The defensive tackle got work. You only got one true starter.
All them dudes they went and got is going to be starters, maybe with the exception of 1 or 2 on defense. All those big name guys they went and got starter. The linebacker from Georgia, starter. I'm naming it. I'm telling you right now. He's going to be a
middle backer.
You think they went and got a 6'7", 255-pound Bohemian from Missouri, paid him the $1 million that y'all said it was taking to pay these guys, and he about to be on the bench? There's no way. There's no way. No way, Terrell Farley. No way. He's too big.
Yeah, he's big.
You made a big thing. You said he was a 5-star.
Yeah, he was a 5-star.
Okay, well,
but he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything at Missouri last year, so now he got to come in and redeem himself.
Well, he
get coached up
Missouri,
again.
didn't he?
No, he burnt him. Didn't he burn a year?
No, he redshirted. Did play in a game and get a sack.
So he got bigger, faster, stronger. He played in the game because you got 4 games to play in. But here's what I'm saying. We got some game tape of him, and I would imagine when you look at our defensive ends, you tell me who's 6'7", 255, 60 pounds. I'm listening. Which one? Because we lost probably, arguably, our best 2 defensive ends in the transfer portal. As far as production, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't replace them 2 dudes, you can't tell me a backup that was there last year that can replace or that even looks or have the stature of this young man.
Yeah, I get you. I get it because, like I say, the first 3-4 games make us happy. When we get in the Big Ten, then the true player comes out of them.
Well, I'll say this: if we're going to put my odds on it, and we'll see. I hope that Nwaneri becomes a great player here. But if you're asking me if he's going to start over Keona Davis or Riley Von Poppel or Cam Linhart, I would say that odds are not in his favor, at least to begin the season.
What? Of all those guys, who is the best one of the guys that you name? And I'm telling you, Van Poppel to me is more of a nose. He's more of a defensive tackle. He is not, to me. I think he's the next Ty Robinson, Van Poppel.
Well, yeah, and then 3-3-5, you can be kind of a bigger defensive end.
I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that we're going to be in no 3-3-5. I'm just not. That's just me. Again, I don't know much, but I'm just simply saying, what's the other rush edge that we went and got? Got his hands down. You think they're getting a 6'7" guy to get it to stand in space?
You're talking about Jalen George, the FCS transfer?
No, that's the linebacker, right?
No, he's from Tennessee Tech.
Yeah, and then they also got a defensive lineman that more is in the middle, a backup from Mississippi State.
Yeah.
More, but none of those guys necessarily come over and say we're definitely starting them.
I don't know why. Because if they wasn't good enough, if they wasn't good enough to have the potential to start over the guys that you got, why go get them?
Bodies.
No, you don't go get it for bodies.
They're young, and
you got 105.
They're young. They're coachable. They're you got to develop them though. Ain't none of these guys, that Mississippi State guy or that Tennessee Tech guy, it's a work in progress. Can they get it done in 6 months? They probably can. Are we expecting them to get it done in 6 months? Yes, we are. But what if something side rails it? Then we're off track. But right now, we got them here to play.
I'm almost going on a limb and saying that defense is going to be better than last year. If they find a couple of D tackles, and if they find 3 D tackles, if we can find 3 of them, I think that defense is going to be better than last year because your defensive backfield is going to be better than last year. You don't think so?
I don't know.
Man, if we went into the portal and went and got all these guys now, didn't we talk about sometime during this week about us being top 5 as far as spending money?
Top 7, yeah.
Top 7?
Yeah.
Okay, when we get back, I want to know.
No, it didn't say top 7 spending money. It's saying top money spent for recruiting.
In the transfer portal?
Yes.
Right, that's what I'm saying, though. And what it equates to is who you get. It's like Texas Tech getting those 17 players and spending $10 million. 93.7 the ticket. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, Austin Norman here. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday, February 14th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Complex for weigh-ins for Saturday's The Heart of the Lion boxing event. Weigh-ins are at 6 p.m. and the public is welcome to be there. That's Friday the 14th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Complex at 1555 Yolanda Avenue, just off Cornhusker Highway.
Water heater gone? Call Bryant. The price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. And in most cases, same-day replacement. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111.
Load up on meat and more this winter at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's special through February 18th is 15% off chocolates, 15% off wines and spirits, and $10 off filet mignon per pound. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town. At Lincoln Family Chiropractic, they believe everyone deserves to live a pain-free and active life. Whether it's neck pain, shoulder pain, or lower back pain, Lincoln Family Chiropractic specializes in customized care for every patient to promote faster healing, allowing you to get back to an optimal life. Lincoln Family Chiropractic's team specializes in treatments such as dry needling, cupping therapy, and traditional adjustments. Give Lincoln Family Chiropractic a call today, 402-484-5166. Visit them online at lincolnfamilychiro.com or in person, 1 block south of 70th and 8th Street in Lincoln.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com. Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall, Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Is your office technology holding your business back? At Hamilton, we're more than just an IT provider. We're your partner, focused on building integrated technology solutions tailored to your business needs, both today and for the future. We know that every business is unique, and that's why we provide the services and support you need and nothing you don't. We believe that together, you can continue to serve and support your customers while knowing that your technology is taken care of. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Connect with us at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Back with Vershan Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Chipper, 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 chill. Chipper, oh yeah. Chip, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Chip, 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 oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Chip, 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 what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Scott
yeah,
No. All right, welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket, the fastest 2 hours in radio. And yes, we're going to start off with something different. The women's softball team started the weekend off with a big bang with a 20-1 win over Texas A&M. What is it, King? What is that?
Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi. And there's the fifth inning rule. Waverly graduate Myla Thomas hit her first home run, which was a grand slam, Bach. Huskers hit 5 home runs. Lady Huskers are now 4-2, Bach.
Yeah, good start to the softball season. Baseball season starts today. So actually here in about 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Mad Max.
All right. Nebraska women basketball team came away with a huge win in Maryland last night with a 91-71 against the number 17 team in the nation. Nebraska 17-8, 8-6 in the Big Ten. Out rebound Maryland 42-25, 12 from 21 from three-point land, and 6 players had double-digit points. What do you think about that victory, Bach? That was big for them.
Yeah, it was. In fact, it was their first AP Top 17 road win since 2013. So that's a heck of an accomplishment. Their second Top 25 victory this season. So they're well on their way. Like you said, 17-8 on the season, now 8-6. Only 4 games remaining. Some of that competition, I'd say 2 of those games they should win, and then 2 of those games are going to be up in the air. Specifically, Oregon's going to be interesting. Illinois is going to be interesting left on their schedule. But yeah, feels good. Of course, Husker basketball, men's basketball and women's basketball can't win at the same time. So they had to, do it at the same time. Nebraska basketball doesn't seem to be the case.
Yeah. Men basketball team falls to number 25.
But they balled out.
They did.
They didn't get beat up.
They didn't get beat up. They fell to number 25, 83-75. Husker trailed by 2 points with 2:26 left in the game and couldn't take command of the game. Huskers led by Jawan Gary, 22 points, 2 rebounds, 3 for 6 at 3-point line. Bryce Williams, 20 points, 2 rebounds, 3 for 9, 3-point line. Andrew Morgan, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Maryland starting 5 all had double-digit points. Nebraska is now 16-9 overall, 6-8 in the Big Ten.
Who we got up next?
I think Penn State, something done with Buck.
Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah.
Penn State.
Well, I think it's Northwestern.
Northwestern, then Penn State.
We were competitive. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Compete. Don't go out there and have a 20-point lead and then lose it and lose by 10. That's not competing. That's just they're laying down. So I think that they competed. And, man, shout out to Jawan Gary, though, man. That dude's been playing lights out since that 6-game skid. He's been really going to the rack. And those 3-pointers he hit was huge, 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 huge.
Yeah, it was a good game. I mean, Maryland, you got to give Maryland credit. They're top 25 for a reason. They seem to be really good. If they had some depth, they'd really be a team to consider in the NCAA tournament. Maybe still are, but really special performance. Nebraska, not just shorthanded because of the injury to Bear Cave Utengel, which this is a matchup in particular that would have helped to have your stretch 4 in there for, but also Connor Esesian and Bryce Williams feeling under the weather. So it seemed to be a lot against Nebraska, and like you guys said, we're able to fight and even had to open Bryce Williams 3 at the top of the key there that he missed, but still, had that opportunity to still go get that win. I'll ask you guys the same thing I asked Adam, though. That's 3 losses in 5 at Pinnacle Bank Arena. They were 18-1 last year. Still pretty good, 10-3 this year, but still, are you concerned about losing that Pinnacle Bank Arena edge?
Well, I'm concerned about bench play, Bach, because if you look at the bench play, they didn't score. You had a guy 0 for 6, 0 for 0, and just 1 for 2. You need more bench help. So, Nebraska was shorthanded in it, and it kind of showed at the end of the game, or when they did try to switch it over to the second team players. I'm not really worried about the home record. I'm worried about just getting to the tournament period now, because 16-9, that's kind of not a good record, and then you're 6-8 in Big Ten play.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I think you got to protect. You got to have some type of pride about home, and when you're losing at home, to me, that's more of a mentality thing, because you should fight people a lot worse at home than you would on the road. And I think our mentality has to get back to that. I want to read something real quick. 1377, thanks for this. It says, when is Nebraska Nation going to wake up and realize Nebraska will not be back to a powerhouse style of football? It's over. Just be happy if we contend with our opponents and don't lose in horrible fashion. We have zero identity. We don't do anything that makes our opponent fear us. Nothing. Not 90K fans, not the transfer portal, nothing. I remember crying for weeks when Nebraska lost to FSU in 93. I was 7. Wow. Kids don't care anymore. There's nothing that will keep Nebraska players from going to other programs anymore. I truly believe that the only way to revive Nebraska is to go back to our roots. I formation, 2 tight end sets, and dogs on defense and special teams. Identity trumps all. Hammy. Thoughts?
Well, and certainly Nebraska has had an identity crisis over the years, since moving away from that option. Now, I wouldn't mind that. I think there would be a place in college football for that. Would it be, it might have a ceiling, might not. You never know. Of course, people thought it had a ceiling under Osborne for the longest time before he blew that ceiling out of the water. So,
I don't know that he's saying go to just a double tight set all the time. I think bring it back is what he's saying.
Run a power offense.
Yeah, we didn't, even though we ran a power offense, man, we ran a lot of shotgun sets. Man. We ran a ton of them, spread sets and all kind of open sets and all kind of other different sets.
And I think it would be modernize it to a degree, but yeah.
Yeah, sounds good when you read it, but in realization, we gotta just start winning. Period. I mean, old way. I mean, it's a way to do it. We just got to figure out how to get.
They just gave us one.
Well, that's a suggestion, but I don't think we can run too tight and eye back formation every down.
No, he ain't said run it every down. He just said bring it back.
Would you just want to bring option football back?
Twist somebody's words.
Would you want to bring option football back?
I would. You gotta. You can't bring option football back unless you know somebody that can coach it. You can't bring it back and not coach it. That's why Scott can almost get away with bringing the option back, because he can coach it. He played it. But if you can't coach it, you can't. How you gonna run the option? You can't coach it. Who's the pitch guy? Who's the force? Who's the sky?
Who's the pitch guy? The running back, Andy?
No, the pitch guys. That's what I'm saying. If we're on offense, the quarterback and the running back and everybody else that's going to that side needs to know who's the pitch guy. If the pitch guy's an end man in line of scrimmage, if I'm in the game on the front side of a tight end play, I'm gonna go let him go and go to the backer. Try to take me some knees out. Eric says the option offense is dead, Bach. Why you said to you, Bach? You talked about the option?
I've been a big proponent of the option for years.
I was getting ready to say you don't like the option, do you, Bach?
Oh, I love the option.
You an option guy, Bach?
Oh yeah, I grew up on the option.
What?
That's that violin playing.
9936 says I would be fine bringing it back after Dylan leaves. Yeah, I wouldn't see Dylan run that option.
Oh no, he can't slide.
Knocked off.
I think we had a guy named, I think it was his name Tom Osborne in here that said maybe it would still work. Yeah, I agree with him.
It would work.
Yeah,
it 100% would work. Now, you couldn't block the same way as we used to, because you couldn't cut and do things that we used to do, but you could get it done. 93.7 The Ticket, Captain Show.
This
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Bryant at 402-467-1111 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-467-1111. Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group, trial attorneys you can trust.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
Is your office technology holding your business back? At Hamilton, we're more than just an IT provider. We're your partner, focused on building integrated technology solutions tailored to your business needs, both today and for the future. We know that every business is unique, and that's why we provide the services and support you need and nothing you don't. We believe that together, you can continue to serve and support your customers while knowing that your technology is taken care of. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Connect with us at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Load up on meat and more this winter at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's special through February 18th is 15% off chocolates, 15% off wines and spirits, and $10 off filet mignon per pound. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead, sleep in. You deserve it, and choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK, make flying easy.
Right now, when you drive by Honda of Lincoln, you'll see more than 200 new Hondas and over 125 pre-owned vehicles. Hi, Charlie Stone here, and with me on the line is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, how does it feel to have so many vehicles in stock again for your customers?
Charlie, it feels amazing to see how excited our customers are. They love the ability to see, test drive, and take immediate delivery of the exact new Honda they're looking for.
Do you have some good offers to talk about?
We sure do, Charlie. We're offering financing as low as 0.9% APR up to 72 months or great lease rates on every new Honda. It's the perfect time to drive away in the new Honda you've been dreaming of.
How about pre-owned, Andy?
We have over 125 pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Just about every make and model with prices starting at under $10,000.
Maybe it's time you experience the best, the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
February is American Heart Month, the perfect time to focus on your health. Even a small change can make a big impact on your heart health. Try adding a vegetable to your dinner or a no-salt seasoning. Looking for support in making these small changes? Join a healthy living program to learn about healthy lifestyle changes with a supportive and encouraging group. Search Chronic Disease Nebraska for more information. Paid for by Nebraska DHHS, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Early break. Kevin says, the old days were absolutely not better times. Lots of hardships. Life in 2025 is better than ever.
Oh, I love when we get these jokes back. I love
Good joke, good
I love
one.
that joke. You're a good one.
Good one, Kevin.
You're hilarious, Kevin. You keep it up.
Early break from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershan Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershan Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown.
Husker Hall of Famer Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
93.7 The Ticket. Captain Show. I'm with
The Black Shirt.
and Bach. Powered
by Bauer.
Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Bauer. Underground. Brand. Excavating. Yeah, that's how the energy we need to beat up everybody in the University of Nebraska. Woo.
Yeah.
All right, Terrell.
All right, college football players expected to sign agreement to be paid for their likeness in a video game. Hundreds of college football athletes have signed a licensing agreement for their likeness to be used on video games, which is expected to be the single largest commercial deal in the industry history, eclipsing $20 million and perhaps touching more than 100 colleges. Pathway Sports and Entertainment is a new company focused on monetizing athletes' NIL rights. It's launching into the space by providing players with 4-figure guarantees as part of a video game NIL deal.
$1,000?
Over $1,500, and to get royalties for the game.
That's pretty cool.
So
remember, they got like $600 for the game last year, right?
Yeah.
We didn't get anything for the game.
And they made over
the game too.
And they made over what, $500 million for that?
But they also got a copy of the game, so don't forget.
Yeah, whatever.
Free
Bob.
copy.
That's
Thank you.
$60, Bob.
Well, there you go. $660.
They got
So-
$600 in a game. They got $600 in a game.
Yeah.
Was it a few players that just that never signed up for it? Was there?
Well, I think the top players got paid a little bit more. Probably like Travis Hunter and the guys who's on the cover.
Artists,
yeah. So you gotta think about that. Former Husker receiver Jordan Westerkamp, hired by the College of DuPage Chaparrals. It's a in National Junior College Association Division III school. So down in North Carolina. Congrats on that, man. Always happy to see other Huskers do good.
Yeah, and it might not be you always got to start somewhere in the
Yeah.
coaching profession. So hopefully we'll see him make the rise up the coaching profession.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Hold on. So I gotta read this. This is a good one. Hold on a minute. Well, it's not letting me read it. Right. What's going on here? Back to profiles. What? Okay. Sorry, I'll get to it. You guys keep going. I'll get to it. Here it is right here. I think I made it too big, so now I can't really.
Whose text was? Is that a text?
Yeah, C. Munden.
Okay, so
Read C. Munden.
C. Munden has a lot to say, so I'll go through it. He says, I truly believe it's the fan base. Think about it. We recruit these kids that have fought and trained their butts off, never experienced being treated like superstars, and they come here and they get treated like royalty. Get everything handed to them. They care more about their identity and image on social media. They lose that dog in them to become the best they can be. What other fan base treats the players like champions when they've been a sub 500 team for how many years? It's a mental thing. He goes on to say, how else can you explain the program stalling for this long with everything this town throws to the players, aka the money, the stadium, the support, the coaching staff, etc.? I think the players just get too comfortable when they come here, and that's why we don't see any development.
That's a great take. Some of what you said is true, I think. I think when you give these boys $10,000 a month when they haven't even played for $1 a month, you're sending the wrong message.
I think football, technology-wise, has been when we used to go down there and we used to see them have this strap on them and it's taking how many breaths they take, how many steps they take,
all this extra
all this extra curriculum stuff they use for football. It's not the real way. Just get out there and run and
Right.
tackle and hit and play the game of football. If you love it this much, you'll play harder when you get on that field.
You will, but again, it's hard to tell a player. I'm not playing devil's advocate, but I am. It's hard to tell a player when he sees a coach kind of maybe doing the same thing, not to do it. It's hard to tell a player. Remember, I've been yelling about these mouthpieces. Well, I'm almost at the point where I need to stop yelling about it because everybody's doing it. Everybody. And in my mind, it doesn't make any sense to me, but for the youngsters coming up, they all love it. There's some type of little, I don't know what you want to call it. I guess I won't tell a secret, but I still think it's stupid. I think it's dumb to not have a mouthpiece in. I will always feel that way. But when in Rome, do as the Romans do. They're paying for it. Now you got to get them to understand we're paying you to play. We're paying you to play. And here's something that Scott Frost said that I really agreed with. Listen, everything Scott said in that interview, 75% of the stuff he said I agreed with. This being one. If the college football is starting to change and become like the NFL because we're paying players, how come there's no contracts? Because if you get a player at Dallas Cowboys, you're going to get him for a 1-year contract, 2-year contract, 3-year contract with a 4th-year option. So for 3 years, you got him. In this situation, you don't know anything. You're one-hit wonder every single year. So from a coaching perspective, how does that make you think, or how does that make you handle your recruits now? When at any given moment, your recruit could get mad at you, somebody could offer a bigger bag, and then they'll be gone. And all the work you put in is at another school, becoming like so many players that we talked about and becoming superstars at other schools.
It could be tough, but again, with all these reasons that you kind of point to, other schools are dealing with much of the same thing. How come Nebraska isn't, Penn State's got the same rules that Nebraska does, Notre Dame does. How come these schools are consistently winning, yet at Nebraska, it's not happening?
Coaching. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Coaching. It's really
College
simple.
football's always been about coaching.
Yeah, it's coaching. So everything's still the same. You still got to coach them. You're just paying them money now to come. But you still got to coach them up. They still got to fall in love with you. They still got to fall in love with the program, with the people. And I agree. Listen, 97,000 fans come see me and I'm a sub 500 team. Guess what? I am a superstar. Period. So the mentality has to change. And to me, that comes from coaching. The coaches have to tell these young men, listen, fellas, you've done nothing to earn the money that we've given you right now. You've done nothing besides we recruited you. Now, what are you going to do to either up that money or keep that money? And I do think you need contracts for these young men. Take Dylan, for instance. Let's say Dylan, let's say we're runner-up Big Ten. We go to Big Ten championship game. What's to stop Dylan from getting a bigger bag from any other school? Georgia coming back, Ohio State, or some of these other schools. What's to stop him?
Well, there'll be offers. There's nothing stopping him.
But that's my point, though. So if we only can pay $2 million, but they can pay him $4 million, does he say, Nebraska, thank you, but no thank you, and dip?
Good.
All the more reason to get a contract, because you don't want to be having your season hanging in the balance based on a young man's emotions or how he's thinking. Not logically. And when you're under contract, you're not worried about going nowhere else. I wonder how many conversations happen in the locker room, outside the locker room with players amongst each other that talk about leaving. You think it happens a lot?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
They talk all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and here's the deal. The guys that left, guess who they talking to?
Guys still on the team.
Guys are still on the team.
Yeah.
Still talk, because those are their buddies for years. Still talking to them. Still giving them the 411. Still maybe saying, hey, man, sure look good over here at LSU, yo. So who turns around and becomes your biggest recruiters? The former players. So there's a thin line, there's a fine line that these coaches got to play. They got to really, I don't know how you do it besides calling a spade and making these guys earn their keep. That's the only how I would be able to do it. I would have to say, man, you're getting $1 million. Guess what? I need $1 million out of play out of you. You're getting $500,000, sir. You come from nothing. I wouldn't allow my players. Now, again, I don't know what's going on, per se, besides what I see. But I would have conversations with my players trying to look like rappers. I would have conversations with my players going and buying Hellcats. You think you can drive a Hellcat out here? Have we seen one Hellcat outside? Y'all remember seeing a Challenger? I don't. How come these guys ain't buying houses?
Let me ask y'all something, man. I got another.
I'm good. Go ahead. Stop me off my soapbox now. I don't mind.
Former football players suing over Last Chance U. Remember Last Chance U?
No.
Now they suing for, it was the junior college thing that was done from Mississippi, East Mississippi and Independence Community College with the coach JB. But 6 players are suing Last Chance U for their, over their program directors. They sued the program directors. They're seeking $30 million. So, I know these junior colleges got paid for it, but Bob, how do you like that? I mean, not like it, but how did that sound like for junior college players suing over their name, image, and likeness?
Well, I'd have to look into it a little more, see how much they've gotten, paid for it, but or if
they haven't got any.
If they didn't, well, then that's what I don't blame them. That documentary, those docu-series make a lot of money, and if you're just a character in it, that maybe some of them being kind of lead characters, I understand why they're going back for it. But I mean, that's again when you when you do this, when you open it up, you can't close it. You can't go back to players feeling like they deserve money or people. So everybody's going to be looking for their piece of the pie because they know that there's a lot of the piece of the pie being handed out.
So one of the things was saying that that they had to sign a contract, but the coaches told them you have to sign a contract to practice. So which it was a contract for them being televised and stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's something very strange about this whole situation.
They could have a tough time winning in court if that's the case. But.
So the complaint indicates East Mississippi sold merchandise involving the players portrayed in the series, but the plaintiffs didn't receive any composition. It also says Wright, Ollie, and Franklin were portrayed in a false light, damaging their reputation. So, especially that kid Malik when he was at Independence too. So you already know who Coach Jay Brown is, who coached them. Outspoken guy who,
Hey, shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, they're having
the parades today.
Ooh,
you can go watch it, the Parade of Champions in Philly. I just wanted to give a shout out to those guys. Shout out to Cam, Beef Jerky. Shout out to Gates, and shout out to, who's the other one?
O'Shawn Mathis.
Oh, big O'Shawn Mathis. Now, see, it's hard to say that. Do you think O'Shawn relates to us or Texas Tech?
Texas. No, he came from
TCU.
Or TCU.
I mean, he had his best year at TCU, finished at Nebraska, so you always have that argument.
I don't know.
Kind of say the same thing about Isaiah Nayor. I mean, these rentals, you
Yeah,
get
well,
1 year.
Isaiah Nayor has been everywhere. He's been Wyoming. He's been Texas. I mean, that's what I'm saying. So then, who's their alma mater? Is it Nebraska? Because they ended it here? Because I haven't seen Torrey back. Have you?
I don't see too many players back myself, but
I'm just simply saying. With any of the one-hit wonders, I think Trey Palmer came back. But any of the other one-hit wonders that do they come back? I bet you won't never see O'Shawn Mathis back in Nebraska. That's how you know. You won't.
Yeah, I mean, he's among, if you can say this, he's among the least ex-Huskers there are, just because he was a rental and maybe didn't live up quite at the expectations, still was able to get drafted, and now still having an NFL career. So I don't know if it bothers him too much, but.
Travis Hunter is entering the combine as a DB.
Yeah, I saw that.
All right, that's the easy way to go. He's a natural DB. You know, when even though he's a great receiver, he's kind of an unorthodox receiver. Got great moves, but he's got his best potential at defensive back. And then you give him 7 to 12 plays on offense. You know what I'm saying? And those are package plays, situational plays. And he's going to be phenomenal, if you ask me. He's a generational player.
And again, I mean, there's really been no players that have been able to pull it up other than Deion Sanders, his college coach, or been rare, I should say, for him to be, play two positions in the pros. Deion did it a little bit at wide receiver. I think, like you said, kind of the same type of deal where, primarily cornerback and then a few plays here and there as wide receiver. For what it's worth, I think too, with that, the defensive back grade is kind of how the NFL scouts see him. So he's still, maybe undecided or what he wants to do.
Yeah, I can see him going. I mean, it's just, I can't wait to watch. I'm going to watch it. I don't really watch the NFL, but I'm going to watch a couple of games with Travis Hunter and see what he does. I really am. I hope Shedeur goes to Vegas. Again, storylines. Can we get some storylines that'll make me want to watch football? Because there's not a team in football really that makes me want to watch it. Philly is intriguing because of Saquon and the things that he can do. But I mean, just those powerhouse teams. When you think about those Dallas Cowboys teams of the 90s, Emmitt Smith, all the receivers they had, quarterbacks, Leon Lett. You talked about offensive linemen. It was unbelievable. All right, Bob, get us out of here.
All right, you're listening to the 3-time national champ Vershan Jackson, the All-American and Hall of Famer Terrell Farley, and myself, Jake Bockoven, here on a Valentine's Day. We'll be back with a few more segments on The Captain on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
At Lincoln Family Chiropractic, they believe everyone deserves to live a pain-free and active life. Whether it's neck pain, shoulder pain, or lower back pain, Lincoln Family Chiropractic specializes in customized care for every patient to promote faster healing, allowing you to get back to an optimal life. Lincoln Family Chiropractic's team specializes in treatments such as dry needling, cupping therapy, and traditional adjustments. Give Lincoln Family Chiropractic a call today, 402-484-5166. Visit them online at lincolnfamilychiro.com or in person, 1 block south of 70th and 8th Street in Lincoln.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Psst. You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead, sleep in. You deserve it, and choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK, make flying easy.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group, trial attorneys you can trust.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket. Load up on meat and more this winter at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's special through February 18th is 15% off chocolates, 15% off wines and spirits, and $10 off filet mignon per pound. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall, Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Right now, when you drive by Honda of Lincoln, you'll see more than 200 new Hondas and over 125 pre-owned vehicles. Hi, Charlie Stone here, and with me on the line is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, how does it feel to have so many vehicles in stock again for your customers?
Charlie, it feels amazing to see how excited our customers are. They love the ability to see, test drive, and take immediate delivery of the exact new Honda they're looking for.
Do you have some good offers to talk about?
We sure do, Charlie. We're offering financing as low as 0.9% APR up to 72 months, or great lease rates on every new Honda. It's the perfect time to drive away in the new Honda you've been dreaming of.
How about pre-owned, Andy?
We have over 125 pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Just about every make and model with prices starting at under $10,000.
Maybe it's time you experience the best, the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Back with Vershan Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back, 93.7 Captain Show. Yet you see Martinez come back to Nebraska, not K-State. That's my point. If you play somewhere for 4 years, are you more of a mainstay there, or the school that you go play for 1 year at? It's just a wonder of mine. Real Life Chuck says this: I don't think very many college football players love the game of football like us old timers. It's more about fame and attention than display of skill and competition. I like that.
Me too. Good one.
Thanks, Real Life Chuck. That's the first time we ever read Real Life Chuck. Have you read Real Life Chuck?
That's the first time I've heard of him.
Shout out to Real Life Chuck in the building on the Captain Show. Thanks, Real Life, for that one. Real Life Chuck, man, we welcome that. I make sure he played his last down that game. Asked Terrell, LOL. What? If we were on defense, I would be hunting the dude with no mouthpiece in. I would agree with that. Who is 1,000? He's a black shirt? Is that a black shirt? 1,000?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Think he's just talking? No, I won't read that one. 1508 says, Nebraska is the Dallas Cowboys of college football. All of the money, all the facilities, but nothing to show. Until this year. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm drinking the wine. It's different. 1705 said, Mathis' brother lives in Lincoln, so I bet he comes back. Yeah, maybe. His brother still lives there. Jordan P. says, Charles Woodson, can play receiver? I think he can play a punt return, kickoff.
I don't think he's a full-time receiver.
No. Maybe.
Okay. Thunder Nakana says, I don't think former players talking to current players is as big as former coaches talking to current players and putting them on media after they leave. Break it down, Bob.
I think he's referring to to Mikey Daniel while he was here. We interviewed? That's a great word. We interviewed.
You doing that was a Terrellism?
Yeah.
I interviewed. I can't even say it. What interviewed?
Interviewed. So some players that hit the portal, we had interviews with them afterwards. Which you liked, Vershan. You like having the post transfer portal interviews.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying as far as I'm talking former players talking to current players. If you leave, you shouldn't be tampering. I think sometimes they can tamper a little bit. It's always the players that leave that tamper with the other players. I'm saying not all the time, but sometimes. Appreciate that. 6187 says this: coaches leave all the time while under contract. The new school has to pay the buyout. Will buyouts be now needed for players if they're required to sign a contract or practice or play? Husker Biker. I don't think you put a buyout. I don't think there should be a buyout. It's a contract. You play it. That's it. These are teenagers. These aren't grown people.
Can you trade contracts?
No
trades.
No trades. You're stuck with what you got. Keep college. Can we keep it 10% pure?
I don't think it's headed that way
anymore.
No.
Huh?
I don't think it's headed that way. I think it's going to continue to move more toward the pro model.
The last time that the Huskers were in a big game, so were the Cowboys. God.
And for those making fun of me about the option earlier, and if it still worked, right. The last time Nebraska had 10 wins and less than 4 losses, they were in the option. So since they've left the option, they haven't had a best record than even that 2003 season. Also, a big deal about, hey, we're going to move to modern offense. We're going to get all these quarterbacks in. They've had 1 quarterback drafted since leaving the option. Tanner Lee, probably the worst among them all.
Good. Tanner Lee.
Yeah, that's what
Is that
your
my
big
water
move
over
was.
there?
This is my water.
Okay, thanks. Is that my water, Terrell?
I guess it is, sir.
Thanks, buddy. It's hot. I know. I gotta have hot water on my Tuesday, sir. Tommy asked this question: how much money did Saquon and King Henry make for future running backs? That's a great question. I would say a ton, because now they're gonna command. You're gonna have to pay a running back. You got to get back to paying running backs. You can't all glump them in a box and say, "Oh, we don't need it. We don't need to get a running back." Ashton Genty, I guarantee his stock just went up.
On March 13, 2024, Barkley signed a 3-year, $37.75 deal with the Philadelphia Eagles, of which is $26 million is guaranteed and could increase to $46.75 with bonuses. That's 10 plus a year. I mean, most of them was making 5 and 6. So,
The return I'd love the return of the running back, and Saquon certainly was as good a representation as you can get there. But I've mentioned before, there hasn't been a Super Bowl MVP at the running back position since 1998. I mean, we've seen a lot of teams win Super Bowls without a dominant running back, even over the last several years. So I don't know. Hopefully it will.
Let's see.
So I kind of got sidetracked looking at something I don't even want to bring up. I'm not going to bring it up either. So y'all better come up with something in about 2 seconds.
Derrick Henry signed a 2-year, $16 million contract with the Baltimore Ravens, including $7.7 million bonus.
Again, you want to lock down a great running back. I don't know how we got away from thinking that running backs aren't great. And to me, we discounted running backs when we start playing 2 and 3 and 4 backs at a time. You discounted the running back position. Now, Saquon is not in a position to where he's like, yeah, I'm going to split time with this guy. No, he's the starter. When he gets tired or it's a certain situation, backup comes in. But he's not splitting time. He's not going 30% of the time. Take what's my man's name from Kansas City, the running back
For this year, Isaiah Pacheco?
Yeah, how you think he feel?
He didn't get much of a look in the Super Bowl.
Well, that's all I'm saying. He don't get much look anyway.
Yeah.
But I mean, to not even get the look you were getting in the Super Bowl, that's got to be a shot in the heart. It's got to be. All Bones 67 says running backs are a dime a dozen. I beg to differ. Because again, when I ask you if running backs were a dime a dozen, then who's the best running back to put the pads on here in the last 12 years?
So you got
Amir Abdullah.
Was that 12 years ago?
Yeah.
Sorry,
I'm
11.
kidding. Yeah.
11.
Post Abdullah. I know what you're saying.
11.
Yeah.
So
who's the no. Who's the best? I gotta answer Bones.
Who's the what?
Who's the best running back to put the pass on in the last 10 years? Make it even better.
Probably
10
Zigbo.
years. Who?
Devon Zigbo.
That was 10 years ago?
That would have been Frost's first year, so 2018.
Okay, who's the best running back besides Zigbo? And you only can name 2 in the last 15 years, but who's the best running back? Which one? Who you running with?
I mean, Anthony Grant had the 1 year.
You running with Anthony Grant, huh?
Maybe
Anthony Grant didn't do nothing last year.
Terrell Newby, maybe.
Newby? Did you go Newby?
I mean,
you got to go all the way to Newby.
My options aren't great here.
Terrell, come on, help Bach out. He needs your help. Who's the next? Because Bones says running backs are a dime a dozen. I'm saying they're not the great ones. Yeah, the pile of them, the mediocre ones, the whole big batch on the what they call that scale? What's that scale?
The Richter scale?
Not the Richter
spectrum. I don't know.
Now you guys didn't go. There's a scale that they use anyway. Just saying.
I just thought Dedrick Mills probably deserved a few more carries.
You think?
Yeah, I don't know if that would have helped him.
I'm having a hard time saying who the best running back is.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to still go through them.
Forget it. You know what? Add the running backs from this year too. Now who's the best running back?
Still
confused.
Yeah.
Still ain't a clear cut guy. Not even your boy Dontel Dowdell.
No, not with 500 yards.
So yeah, but
I would put Anthony Grant ahead of them.
You can't go. I would too, Danny. I almost have to go Anthony.
Yeah,
Grant.
that's probably the only one because he had almost 1,000 yards just off production.
And you figured out how not to play him.
Yeah.
Rex Burkhead or Roy Halu? I think that's a flip.
That's always that's a good one.
That's a flip. I love both of those. Both of those guys. Flip a coin. Whoever you land on, you can't be mad you got him. But if I had to pick, Roy's gonna kill me. But I would probably go sexy Rexy.
I'd probably go Roy Halu. I'm with you. You can't go wrong one way or the other. But if I really had to pick, I think I'd go Halu.
I like Rex's grit though. He's a little gritty little dude.
So Christian McCaffrey makes $16 million a year. Alvin Kamara makes $15 per year. Indiana coach Jonathan Taylor, $14 million a year. Then Saquon comes in at fourth with 12. The Houston Texans, Joe Mixon, 9.9.
Again, too, with just for context here for people that don't know, running backs generally have somewhat of a short shelf life as top end of the league, and that's why oftentimes they're not given these long contracts. Like Zeke Elliott a few years ago was one of the top running backs in the league. Glad you didn't give him a 10-year contract.
Yeah. Right? But the lowest, this is the 10th rank right here, Box. $7 million a year. That's James Conner. Aaron Jones makes 7. Tony Pollard makes 7.3. DeAndre Swift 8. Derrick Henry 8. Joe Mixon 9.9. Josh Jacobs 12. Then Saquon Barkley 12.6. And the rest is, the big guys.
Best receiver since Pelini. You can't take Trey Palmer out. That's easy. Trey Palmer.
Yeah.
Who's it besides Trey Palmer? I mean, he got to almost go Torrey. Who?
Stanley Morgan.
Stanley Morgan. Definitely Stanley Morgan. If you could replace that Houston Christian game with one opponent, who would it be?
A&M.
There you go. I like that.
You want me to tell you mine?
Who?
Dude, read my mind.
I'm guessing Central Florida.
Why you want to go out there wounded team?
Because you want to kick them while they're down. Hit them while they're down, man. Don't let them get up and then do something. No, you get a chance to smack Scott Frost around in this football team.
I would say our old Big 8 team, but, Oklahoma or Colorado, you can never go along with either of those.
Yeah, I guess you might have a point there. You don't go wrong.
But I would probably agree with you. I'd probably go Central Florida just for how fun that would be.
Bone 67 says the Eagles have a great offensive line. That'll help any running back. Bone 67. Well, yeah, of course. But Saquon Barkley was Saquon Barkley at the Giants with no line getting killed.
He wasn't 2K Saquon Barkley.
Well, he was Saquon Barkley though. Still has skill.
Philly has the biggest line in the league.
Well, and they got the toughest line in the league too. And I like their line. So, let that serve to everybody as a witness to what you should be doing on your football team. It starts in the trenches. 93.7. The Ticket.
Psst. You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead. Sleep in. You deserve it. And choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK. Make flying easy.
Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solutions offers fleet services, as well as printing and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions, 2024 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, We want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Load up on meat and more this winter at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's special through February 18th is 15% off chocolates, 15% off wines and spirits, and $10 off filet mignon per pound. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
What's the radon level at your home? Don't know? Find out with a call to Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Make sure your home is safe with a radon check from Bryant. If you've already tested, ask Bryant for a free estimate for mitigation. Once completed, you'll get a report showing how much safer your home is. When it comes to radon, call Bryant 467-1111 for testing and mitigation. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
I used to smoke. I thought of cigarettes as my best friend.
They were always there for me when I needed a break.
I also thought cigarettes were my best friend, and then they gave me peripheral artery disease.
I smoked and had a stroke. Actually, multiple strokes.
I smoked and have heart disease.
Here's my tip. If cigarettes are your friend, you need a better friend.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Back with Vershan Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I lost my baby in a pool game.
He lost his baby.
I lost my baby in a pool game, and I know.
He know.
And I can't go home.
He can't go home.
I said, I know, I can't go home.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I lost my baby in a pool game.
He lost his baby.
I lost my baby in a pool game, and I know. And I can't go home.
I can't go home.
I said, I know, I can't go home.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I lost my baby in a pool game. I lost my baby in a pool game. I lost my baby in a pool game, and I know I just can't go home.
Yes, that's right. Another edition of I Lost My Baby at the Pool Game by the Black Shirt.
Valentine's edition.
Happy Valentine's if you're listening. Happy Valentine's. If you go get you Valentine's. Well, hey, let me ask y'all a question. Hey, Bach, I know you're going to do the fast finish, but real quick before we do the fast finish. Was I the only guy, when you guys were in school growing up, elementary, right? Did we used to go get the little Valentine cards?
Yeah.
And pass them out?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. What kind of Valentine cards did y'all get?
Transformers,
usually superhero.
whatever superhero.
Yeah.
But
Scooby-Doo.
why would we? But yeah, I remember that. That's what I'm saying. I used to go get the Super Friends and all them, right? But why would we give a young lady a Super Friends deal? I was always wondering that. They always give a little nice little stuff with hearts and stuff.
That's what the way was. That's how we did it. I mean,
how was that love?
I remember seeing those hearts.
We didn't do it for love. We did it for candy.
Yeah, you want more candy.
Yeah.
Those hearts I was worried about giving away to those girls because they'd say like loving message. You're like, I don't want to send the wrong signal here.
Well, no, the girls used to give you the heart. You know,
Yeah.
Oh, she gave me a heart candy. She likes me. But then they got in high school. They started selling roses. Like,
That's
oh
what
my
I'm saying,
God,
man.
I have to buy this girl some roses now.
What's the most you ever spent on a Valentine's date before? Like a date. What was the most elaborate Valentine's date you ever took somebody on?
Never been on a Valentine's date.
That's
I buy you candy and roses, and that's it. Not the expensive roses, the Walmart roses.
Show. I'm glad this is a sports show.
Yeah, just go to Walmart. They got something for
young ladies listening.
Walmart has something for $19.99.
What would you get your woman from Walmart on Valentine's Day?
Some flowers.
Walmart flowers.
Yeah.
$19.99 Walmart.
They got them.
They got some good ones.
And
What
some
kind?
candy.
What kind?
Why don't you go check it out then?
Right. That's Bach for Bach to do. What about you, Bach?
I don't.
You're not a big time Valentine's Day, are you, Bach?
No. I don't remember particularly having a huge date as far as spending, but I usually will like to take my wife out, go eat somewhere, get some time alone.
Great answer. Great answer.
Bach, can I get some egg rolls, Bach? Some minis?
You want some of those?
Yeah, Bach wife makes the best egg rolls.
When did those happen?
You
How did I miss those?
You've seen them before. You just don't.
Never seen.
Yeah.
Never saw Bach's wife's egg rolls.
Okay.
I never saw them.
Strick gets them once in a while.
What else
I'll
you
have her
got in there?
make a batch.
What all?
You make them too now, Bach?
No, well,
Of course he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
yeah.
Right.
Do you wrap them?
But I quote unquote help. Yeah. I try to help with two of them.
What's your job?
Well, try to rap, and then she tells me I'm doing it wrong. I just give up and leave.
So you don't help.
I don't help that much.
He's in the way.
What's in the egg rolls? What's in the egg rolls first? Before you read that, Bach, what's in the word egg rolls?
I don't know. I'd have to ask.
You don't know?
I know. Like
he's lying about helping. Then you
carrots,
get a shirt. Do you have your
perhaps.
That's a Lie shirt?
No, not yet.
I gotta buy you one today.
Yeah, I better get one.
I'll buy you one today because it's a shame. You deserve a That's a Lie shirt.
So we've seen all these teams canceling the spring game. Michigan has announced they're going to continue and have the blue and maize game, which will be televised on the Big Ten Network. So they're not so worried about
Great job,
other
Michigan.
teams. So
Set the stage for everybody else in college football that wants to win.
Also, after 98 years, the Big House will host its first ever concert. Country star Zach Bryan will perform at the Big House on September 27th. John Mayer, Texas Gentleman, a couple other people are set to join him on the bill. The seating capacity of 107,601 is the largest stadium in the country and third largest in the world, only trailing North Korea's Mayday Stadium, which holds 150,000, and India's and a stadium in India as well for 132,000. So
150,000?
That's a lot of people.
That scares me.
That scares me too.
Yeah, no. I will not be in that stadium. I have to be at the ground floor.
Yeah,
I couldn't be in one sitting with 150,000 people, and I'm taking the wrong way, but yeah.
Well, what about the Big House? Would you like to go there?
Yeah, I would love
108,000.
I would love to go to Penn State too.
Yeah, they've got.
We play Penn State. I got to see if I can go on that trip instead of Nick and Jake. We got to go. We got to go do pregame.
Timmy V says, I got my lady a Lego bouquet this year.
Lego.
They don't lie. What the heck is a lady
A Lego
bouquet. What is that?
It must be made out of Legos. A bouquet made out of Legos. So
Dude,
flowers.
I've never seen that before.
They're making everything out of Legos.
Yeah, they look. Super Saver has this what they call them thing we drink out of that keeps it cold or keeps it hot.
A koozie?
A koozie.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
a koozie. The koozie is
I mean,
the
I
you know
what
the
you're
thing
talking about.
that we drink coffee out of they gave us? What they call
Oh,
them?
tumbler, maybe.
The tumbler
yeah.
cup. Super Saver has a tumbler with candy shooting out of it. Just like 20 Sneakers, Reese's, all kind of whatchamacallit,
shooting out of
Rolo.
it.
Yeah,
They just
yeah, they like
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
I've seen
You said shooting like they were shooting.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, sticking out of it. As one who has worked restaurants for 25 years, don't go out to eat on Valentine's Day. It's so busy and it's probably not going to be the best experience for you. Make your lady some dinner at home. Maybe get some takeout. But restaurants are no fun on Valentine's Day. Y'all buying that?
But it certainly is busy. I mean, you're going to have to definitely call ahead. I get what he's saying. We're not celebrating today. We're celebrating on Monday, so we're getting out of it.
Why are you doing that?
Just busy today.
Oh, you got a lot of stuff going?
Yeah.
So you said, you know what, honey? We're Monday.
Yeah.
You
We're
got
going to have
more
our
time
own
on
day.
Monday?
Let everybody else have their day.
What are you going to do?
I have till Monday to figure that out.
Hey, Crowbait says, I decided to save money and not have a girlfriend this Valentine's Day.
Well, I always tell my significant other, if you make more than me, so you have to take me out for Valentine's Day.
Figures.
By the way, that is shout out to all the singles out there because it can be a tough day, on Valentine's Day.
Oh God!
Yeah, I'm telling you, sometimes I got pretty down on myself.
They know what they're doing anyway. It doesn't matter.
There's a lot of fun to be single too. So I mean, look at it that way.
You put why is Valentine's Day only 28 days? Ain't Valentine's Day every day?
14.
Like you don't tell your wife, oh yeah, where's Valentine's Day? Let me do something special. Don't you supposed to do something special for your wife, significant other, girlfriend, whatever you want to call them?
This is not a holiday.
Day?
This is not a holiday.
It's a Hallmark holiday.
Yeah, just get them a card. Go out there and pick some grass out the yard and put it in a vase.
It's cold. There's no grass. It's cold. Try again. Try again, Terrell, before we go.
What?
There's no grass. Now what's next? Shovel the snow together?
Yeah. Do something
clean the windows
proactive together.
Augie, appreciate that. Listen, 7735-5640. Flowers. Go to Trader Joe's if you need flowers, Terrell. Trader Joe's.
I ain't buying nothing.
Huh?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh man, you such a
broke.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
Look, I just paid my car note, my insurance, and I got to get my tags this week. So look, I got to get my tags too.
You didn't pay your entire car note.
Yeah. You want to see the day after Valentine's in jail for no car tag? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Blame me for your shortcomings.
Yeah,
you
I'm
knew
not
you had
blaming
this
you
when you bought the car.
Well, I didn't know. I thought it was next month. It's this month.
All right. What do you got, Terrell?
I don't know. Got one building to do tonight, so that's about it. It's kind of cold. It's gonna be cold next week, so it's gonna be cold.
Bach, what do you got?
Well, look, I would be looking forward to NBA All-Star Weekend this week, but man, even the 3-point shooting team doesn't have the stars that it used to. They got to do something about that.
They got to pay them more money.
I suppose I'll go watch.
More money.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to get that. You can't give them $50,000 or is it $100,000 for the winner?
I don't know, but
whatever it is, it ain't enough.
The stars aren't interested anymore.
No, got to give them $1 million and they'll come out. Everybody's interested in the meal ticket. Listen, thank y'all. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Y'all have a good weekend. We'll see y'all Monday. And remember, for the baseball team, opening day, go Big Red. Yes.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
What's the radon level at your home? Don't know? Find out with a call to Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Make sure your home is safe with a radon check from Bryant. If you've already tested, ask Bryant for a free estimate for mitigation. Once completed, you'll get a report showing how much safer your home is. When it comes to radon, call Bryant 467-1111 for testing and mitigation. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins'. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel